This is the story of a dream, a vision so compelling it captivated thousands. It promised a future free from financial burdens, a life of ease and abundance. But that dream, so brightly illuminated, soon descended into a nightmare, a twisted reality far removed from the initial promise. BitFuture promised financial freedom through Bitcoin, leveraging the allure of cryptocurrency to attract those seeking a better tomorrow. They painted a picture of effortless wealth generation, a passive income stream flowing directly into your digital wallet, drawing in people like moths to a flame, allured by the prospect of quick riches and a life without financial constraints. From all walks of life, doctors, teachers, entrepreneurs, retirees, a diverse tapestry of individuals united by a common desire for financial security and a brighter future. Ethan and Olivia, the charismatic leaders, masterfully crafted this narrative, weaving a tale of innovation and opportunity that resonated deeply with their audience. Sold a vision of easy wealth, showcasing lavish lifestyles and material possessions as tangible proof of their system's success and belonging. They fostered a strong sense of community, creating an environment where members felt supported, valued, and connected to something larger than themselves. But beneath the surface, a darker reality simmered, hidden from the view of the enthusiastic recruits. Control and manipulation ruled, subtly shaping the narrative and suppressing any dissenting voices. Doubt was forbidden. Any questioning of the system was met with swift and decisive discouragement. Only good news was allowed, creating an echo chamber of positivity that masked the underlying problems. The group became a cult with unwavering devotion to Ethan and Olivia and a shared belief in the BitFuture promise. With followers convinced they were chosen for greatness, destined to achieve unparalleled success through their unwavering commitment. Fear and shame became powerful tools used to maintain control and discourage any deviation from the established norms. Silenced anyone who questioned the leaders, ensuring that the carefully constructed facade remained intact. The illusion was powerful, a carefully crafted mirage that captivated the minds of its followers, until reality intervened, shattering the carefully constructed fantasy and exposing the truth beneath. The arrival of the FBI signaled the beginning of the end, casting a long shadow of doubt and uncertainty over the entire operation. Shattered the fantasy, leaving behind a trail of broken promises and disillusioned followers, forcing everyone to confront the truth, to grapple with the consequences of their choices and the devastating impact of BitFuture's collapse. For Liam, a key member deeply involved in the inner workings of BitFuture, this was a crisis of conscience, a moment of profound moral reckoning that would test his values and beliefs. He faced a choice. A difficult path lay before him, fraught with uncertainty and potential repercussions: loyalty to the group, to the people he had come to trust and admire, or doing what was right, exposing the truth and potentially facing the wrath of those he had once considered his allies. The moment of reckoning had come, forcing Liam to confront his own complicity and decide where his allegiance truly lay. The dream was unraveling, the carefully woven tapestry of BitFuture falling apart thread by thread. And the consequences would be life-changing not only for Liam, but for everyone involved in the BitFuture saga. This is where the story truly begins, the point where the illusion fades and the characters are forced to confront the harsh realities of their choices. BitFuture's empire wasn't built on innovation or genuine value. It was meticulously crafted on a foundation of illusion, a house of cards designed to deceive and ultimately collapse. Fake testimonials, carefully curated to paint a picture of widespread success and satisfaction, were a cornerstone of their strategy. Staged photos depicting lavish lifestyles and instant riches fueled the aspirational desires of potential recruits. These images were designed to create a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, and paid actors hired to portray enthusiastic users and success stories further blurred the line between reality and fiction. They were the faces of a fabricated dream. This carefully constructed narrative created a world where everyone seemed to win, a perpetual celebration of success that masked the underlying fragility of the entire operation. Ethan and Olivia orchestrated massive events, extravagant displays of wealth and influence designed to impress and recruit new members. They were parading success stories on stage, carefully selected individuals who reinforced the illusion and fueled the hype, promising similar results to anyone who joined. In reality, early investors were being paid with the money from new recruits, a dangerous and unsustainable practice. It was a classic pyramid scheme where only those at the top truly benefited, while the majority were left with empty promises and financial losses. Critics, those who dared to question the narrative, were systematically silenced by an army of loyal followers. These followers aggressively attacked any negative comment online, creating a hostile environment for dissent and discouraging others from speaking out. Information control was key to maintaining the illusion. Only positivity was allowed to surface, creating an echo chamber where doubts and concerns were suppressed. The group sold not just Bitcoin, but hope and identity, promising a transformation into a successful and wealthy individual. Followers genuinely believed they were pioneers at the forefront of a financial revolution that would change the world. The emotional appeal, the promise of belonging and financial freedom was irresistible to many. It was blinding people to the truth, preventing them from seeing the inherent risks and flaws in the system. Doubt was painted as weakness, a sign of lacking the vision and courage to embrace the future. And questioning the dream, expressing any skepticism, meant exile from the community, social isolation, and the loss of the promised rewards. The illusion machine, this complex and carefully constructed system of deception, kept the scheme alive. But like all illusions, it couldn't last forever, until it couldn't. The truth, the harsh reality of the pyramid scheme, was buried under layers of manufactured success, fake promises, and carefully crafted lies. But reality, with its unwavering insistence on truth and accountability, was closing in, threatening to shatter the illusion and expose the fraudulent empire for what it truly was. Inside BitFuture, loyalty wasn't just valued, it was everything. It was the bedrock upon which the company was built, the unspoken agreement that bound everyone together. To question the company was to question your own place within it. The headquarters, with its sterile hallways and cavernous meeting rooms, was more than just a workplace. It was an echo chamber, amplifying Ethan's voice and silencing all others. In this carefully constructed reality, only Ethan's vision mattered. His ideas were gospel, his strategies unquestionable. The company revolved around his singular perspective. Disagreement wasn't just a difference of opinion, it was perceived as betrayal, a direct assault on the established order. To voice dissent was to risk ostracization. Olivia, with her sharp gaze and unwavering resolve, enforced emotional obedience. She was the gatekeeper of acceptable sentiment, ensuring everyone toed the company line. Manipulative phrases carefully crafted to instill doubt and fear, like, "Are you with us?" or "with the doubters?" were constantly used to pressure individuals into conformity, creating an environment of us versus them. This constant pressure kept everyone in line, stifling creativity and independent thought. Individuality was sacrificed at the altar of corporate unity. Guilt and shame were powerful weapons, used to crush any flicker of dissent before it could ignite into open rebellion. Employees were made to feel personally responsible for any perceived failure. The team was deliberately isolated from outsiders, cut off from external perspectives and alternative viewpoints. They were encouraged to spend all their time together, blurring the lines between work and personal life. This isolation deepened their dependence on the group, fostering a sense of belonging that was both comforting and controlling. Liam, the technical expert whose skills were crucial to BitFuture's success, grew increasingly uneasy with the manipulation he witnessed. He saw the cracks in the facade, but fear kept him silent, trapped in a web of his own making. The office buzzed with an undercurrent of anxious energy, a constant hum of pressure and expectation. It was either celebration or fear, but never calm, never a moment to truly breathe and reflect. Exhaustion and manufactured emotional highs became the norm, a carefully orchestrated cycle designed to keep critical thinking at bay, preventing anyone from questioning the underlying narrative. The leaders, Ethan and Olivia, orchestrated a relentless cycle of hope and fear, dangling the carrot of success while wielding the stick of potential failure. In this environment of manufactured consent, no one dared question the mission, no matter how illogical or ethically questionable it became. The group's control was total, absolute, permeating every aspect of their professional and increasingly personal lives. But the illusion of control couldn't last forever, until the outside world, with its inconvenient truths and unwavering scrutiny, forced its way in. The cracks in their carefully constructed reality were growing wider, more visible, impossible to ignore. The stage was set for collapse, the inevitable unraveling of a system built on manipulation and control. July 16th, 2025. BitFuture's headquarters buzzed with anticipation. Suddenly, the FBI stormed in, shouting, searching, seizing evidence. The confident leaders froze, their illusion shattered in seconds. Agents moved swiftly, securing computers and documents. Employees who once posted motivational quotes now stood with hands on their heads. New recruits, lured by dreams of wealth, found themselves in a nightmare. Ethan and Olivia argued behind glass, their partnership dissolving under pressure. The trust that held the team together evaporated. Blame and panic replaced unity. The day of reckoning had arrived. Swift, brutal, and inescapable. The real world had crashed the party. The raid turned hope into desperation. New recruits pleaded for help, realizing their dreams were gone. The inner circle turned on each other, loyalty replaced by self-preservation. Accusations flew, everyone scrambling to avoid blame. Ethan and Olivia's partnership collapsed into bitter arguments. No one tried to help the victims, everyone tried to save themselves. The office, once vibrant, became a crime scene. The collapse was total, emotional, physical, and moral. The dream was dead, leaving only wreckage behind. The true cost of the scheme was finally visible. Amid the chaos, Liam faced his truth. He'd built the systems, ignored the lies, and watched people lose everything. The FBI raid shattered his denial. Seeing the victim's pain, he could no longer hide behind his code. Ethan and Olivia's selfishness disgusted him. Fear urged him to stay silent, but his conscience demanded action. He realized silence made him complicit. In that moment, Liam chose to act. He knew the risks: betrayal, legal trouble, isolation. But he couldn't let more people suffer. His decision was a turning point. He would try to help the victims no matter the cost. Redemption, however small, was possible. Liam acted fast, slipping into a hidden server room. He accessed the digital wallets holding the newest recruits' money. Racing against time, he began unlocking the funds. Ethan burst in, furious. "You're destroying everything!" Liam replied. "It's their money. The game is over." Olivia accused him of betrayal, but Liam stood firm. "You made me a criminal." An FBI agent entered, breaking the standoff. Liam raised his hands, explaining, "I'm releasing the funds to the investors." The access was open, the victims could reclaim their money. Ethan and Olivia glared with hatred. Liam had sealed his fate. In that moment, he chose the victims over the scheme. The act was risky, but it was right. The inner circle was broken. Liam's defiance marked the end of BitFuture's control. There was no going back. Liam's defiance shattered BitFuture's last bonds. Ethan and Olivia saw him as the ultimate traitor. His actions gave the FBI crucial evidence of fraud. The team fractured. Self-preservation replaced loyalty. Some began cooperating with the FBI, hoping for leniency. The pyramid scheme collapsed from within. Blame and fear spread like wildfire. The organization's unity was exposed as a fragile illusion. The legal fallout would be swift and severe. Liam's choice drew a clear line: leaders versus those seeking redemption. The era of deception was over. The real battle, legal and personal, was just beginning. The raid ended more than a company. It destroyed a belief system. BitFuture's hope was manufactured, its empire built on lies and pressure. The FBI exposed the truth, the leaders crumbled. Loyalty vanished when freedom was at stake. The office's collapse revealed the real cost: ruined lives and broken trust. Liam's act of conscience was a rare light in the darkness. His choice accelerated the group's collapse and set the stage for justice. The path forward was now one of consequences and recovery. BitFuture's story is a warning. When a dream seems too good to be true, it usually is. The price for believing can be devastatingly high.